If you're trying to buy a house and your credit score keeps coming up, here's what it actually measures. And most people get this completely wrong. A credit score isn't a judgment. It's like a weather forecast. It's simply trying to make a prediction. So it's trying to answer the question, if someone lends you money, how likely are you to pay it back? So it's trying to determine, based on the patterns of the past, how likely you are to behave in the future. And here's the thing, it's not very fair, right? It's not a judgment of you as a person, and it doesn't know your story. It doesn't know what you've been through, and it really doesn't care. So a credit score simply means that the algorithm is looking at millions of people's files, and it's comparing your file to the patterns of all of those other folks. And it's trying to determine how your pattern compares to everybody else's. It's looking at the pattern of your payments, the pattern of how you use credit, how often you ask to use credit, how often you are running up all of your balances. And all of those things are put together into a risk scenario, right? If you're going to get to use hundreds of thousands of dollars, how likely are you to be risky with the bank's money? So that's why I said it's like a weather forecast. They're trying to determine, based on the past, how likely are you to behave in the future. So here's what that translates to in real life. If you have high balances, you're risky. If you've made a lot of late payments, you're risky. If you are applying for a lot of credit in a short period of time, you're risky. They want to know why you suddenly need so much credit. They want to know, why are you not able to make your payments on time? They want to know, why are you running up all your credit cards all of a sudden? Those things signal to lenders that you may not be responsible. And the algorithm doesn't care why. You can be a great person with a high income and still have a crappy credit score. And you can have a very low income and be a really terrible person and have a great credit score. Because all of the factors that go into a credit score are simply patterns, right? So that's just the way it works. Now here's the thing. That's the bad news, but the good news is you can control it. It's in your hands. And once you understand that, it's simply a matter of patterns of behavior, then you can work the system. That means you understand how it works, and it's 100% up to you. Now, I said earlier that the algorithm doesn't know your story, and it's not fair because it doesn't know what you've been through, and that's true, right? Everybody can have a rough patch. Everybody can have a divorce, a major illness, have a job blow up. And it's happened to me in the past too. I've had a divorce. I had a kid that had cancer. I've had times when my credit was awful. But I also had times when things were going great and I was able to predict, oh yeah, I know how to work the score. And I did it. I even got to the point where I was able to do it on behalf of my kids. So my kids were able to graduate high school with really strong credit scores. It's simply a pattern of behavior. Because it's a pattern, you don't have to be perfect. All you have to be is consistent. Consistent means boring. Just make your payments on time, keep your balances low, don't go applying for lots of credit, and you'll be shocked at how fast your credit score will rise. That's all they want, a pattern of consistent and predictable behavior. It's kind of like a weather forecast, right? And because it's like a weather forecast, it's going to put the power in your hands, and it will then turn around and provide you all the sunshiny days. It'll put a roof over your head to shelter you from bad weather. I mean, it really is an analogy that can go as long as you want. How far can we stretch this metaphor? Pretty far. I have a mad dachshund now. Right, here's my favorite part about this particular metaphor. Not only can your credit get to the point where it provides you shelter from the rain, you have the power to become the rain maker, right? You can control the weather. It is 100% in your power, in your hands, in your capability. Controlling your credit is about becoming boring, predictable, and establishing a pattern. And once you've done that, you have set yourself up for success. There's no big secret. Nobody can do it for you. You can't pay someone to make it all go away. And I hate to break it to you, but those things don't work. There's no counselor that is going to have a magic fix. Matter of fact, if you use those companies or those non-profits or not-for-profits, you will destroy yourself, and it will take 1,000 times longer. Dachshund, hang on. Okay, so Wild Ween, he's under control a little bit. We have a lawnmower now, whatever. So, the only point of this is there's no great mystery to a credit score. It simply wants you to be predictable, okay? And that's all a lender wants to see. If they're gonna hand you hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is what it takes to have a property, to have a house, they wanna know that you're a good risk, you're predictable. They want sunshine ahead, and you need to show them that you're gonna control it, right? That you're gonna make sure that the sunshine is what's coming, right? All right, I've got more of these coming. I spent a long time being utterly mystified by all of this before I figured it out. And I don't think it should be nearly as difficult as our entire system has made it. It should be very transparent. And why we have made it this hard, I have no idea. Because it's really not. Why we're not teaching each other this, why we're not helping each other with this, I don't know. Because when you finally understand it and it clicks into place, you'll be like, oh my God, this should have been so much easier, right? Because you can do this. It's not a big mystery. Because if I could do it, anybody can do it. Trust me. All right. We're on credit right now. We're going to talk about credit. We're going to demystify credit. And I'm going to go get my dachshund. We're going to go have dinner. And I'll be back very soon, and we'll keep talking this out. Because you can do this, and I'm going to show you how.